This is a 2024 GMC Yukon XL SLT, and this is the best choice if you're looking to upgrade your family's vehicle and save money while doing it. In today's video, I'll show you how this full-size SUV can be perfect for your family's daily life and how you can take advantage of current discounts on this model. So first, let's talk about the savings. Right now, this Yukon sales price is almost $10,000 off MSRP. You can click the link in the description box to see its current price and look at any other incentives that you may qualify for. We have fewer than 9 2024 Yukons and Yukon XLs, so you can click the link now to shop our inventory before they're all gone. Okay, so the two biggest questions a family will ask when they're looking for a new vehicle are, what are the safety features and how much space is inside? All right, so first let's talk about the space inside, specifically the legroom. So no matter how big your kids get, they're gonna have plenty of legroom in the second and the third rows. And that is saying something because traditionally, the third row is notorious for having little legroom. But for the 24 Yukon, the third row leg space is plenty. Even as a full-size adult who stands about 6'1", even with the second row seat pushed pretty far back, I still have a little bit of space for my legs. They're not pushed up against the seat. I'm not crammed back here. This is very comfortable. Now, on either side of the third row, you're going to find a cup holder, a little bit of storage space, and you'll also find a USB-C port, which is great if you want to charge your phone or your other devices. Now, if you're sitting in the back, you'll see this button on either side of the third row. And when you press it, you fold the second row seat in front of you so you don't have to wait. And if you're not comfortable stepping over this seat, you can pull this and just walk on out. And to do that from the outside, just like I did before, I'll pull this lever here and I can pull this up just like that to walk right in. Now, sitting in the second row, still plenty of legroom in the back, but if I felt that I needed more, I could just pull this lever on the side of my seat and move myself back. If the person behind me felt that they needed a little more legroom, I can just slide the seat up front just like that. And as a second row passenger, I will have access to the heating and cooling, the airspeed, heated seats, 2 USB ports, a 3-prong outlet, and cup holders. All right, so now let's talk about the back cargo space. Because this is an XL, you're gonna have a lot more space than the Yukon. Now, behind the third row, you'll have about 41.5 cubic feet of space, which is great for everyday errand runs, like going to the grocery store or maybe having a weekend outing. But if you drop the third row seats, you'll expand that space up to 93.8 cubic feet. And this is perfect if you're heading out on a camping trip, or maybe your kids are involved in soccer or baseball tournaments. You can throw in all their sports equipment, coolers, chairs, stuff like that. And if you need to drop the second row seats, you'll expand that cargo space to 144.7 cubic feet. Now, the understorage back here isn't as deep as the Buick Enclave, but it still gives you plenty of little cubbies for smaller items. And back here, you'll also get another 3-prong outlet. And because this has the SLT luxury package, you'll also have these power folding seats. So these control the third row. And then these 2 buttons over here control the second row. And you can also click this twice to raise it up like that. Now, as far as safety goes, the GMC Yukon will come standard with the GMC Pro Safety Plus, which includes but isn't limited to automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, and forward collision alert. And with this Yukon, you're also going to get the rear cross traffic alert, which helps when backing up, the side blind zone alert, which you can see on your outward mirrors, and the front and rear park assist. Now, the Yukon that we're looking at today has a 2-toned interior. This is slate and this is dark walnut. And because this is a Yukon, you're also going to have the slate wood grain here on the side doors, as well as the Bose stereo system. Now, the SLT Yukon XL will come standard with a 5.3-liter V8 engine and a 10-speed automatic transmission. That'll give you around 355 horsepower and 383 pounds-feet of torque. Now, this Yukon in particular comes with a trailering package, which allows you to tow up to 8,300 pounds. So if you have a camper that you're wanting to tow on camping weekends, or maybe you have an ATV or some sort of vehicle you want to tow in the back, this Yukon will be able to help you do that. Because this has the trailering package, you'll have access to the hitch guidance and hitch view, which is available in your camera system. You can switch to the hitch guidance and click this icon right here to line up your hitch to your trailer. Now if you slide over and click this trailering icon, or you can click it over here in your home page, you can even make custom trailer profiles. So if you have different trailers, you can make a custom profile for each one. Now with this Yukon, you'll have access to the 10-inch infotainment screen, which has the built-in Google system. And that system is going to allow you to use voice commands, get directions, find nearby places, or play music and podcasts. Hey Google, find me driving directions to Grant's Farm.
Grant's Farm is 7 minutes from your location by car in light traffic.
Now, if you'll notice, when it pulls up the driving directions, it also pulls up the 5-star review rating, its hours, as well as the phone number. And that comes in handy if you want to look for a nearby restaurant or coffee shop. So for example, hey Google, find me a coffee shop in the zip code 63123.
Here's what I found along your route for coffee shop in the zip code 63123.
Now with these listings, you'll get how far away it is in terms of a driving distance, its Google rating, how many reviews it has, and a basic price range. Now like I said before, this Yukon does have the SLT luxury package, which will also give you the HD surround vision cameras. And with this view, you'll not only get the track that moves with your steering wheel, but you'll also get the bird's eye view. And there are a number of different views, like your front and back tires, again, your hitch view, and the front of your car. Now with the 24 Yukon, you'll also have the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a wireless charging pad, a USB-C and USB port, and a 120-volt outlet. And just below the dual climate control, the driver and the passenger will have access to heated seats and cooled seats. And if you're towing, you'll have the trailer brake system to the left of your steering wheel. And this is where you'll also find some of your other safety systems, like the lane keep assist and the auto start stop feature, which of course you can turn off. Now Apple CarPlay is always a popular item, but the next popular item is going to be the memory seats. Now after you set your seat to the way that you want it, and even set your mirrors, you can then come over to the memory seat, click set. Now let's say someone has been driving my Yukon, they forget to put the seat back. Next time I'm in it, I can just come over here, hold down the 1 button, and it puts my seat and my mirrors back to where I like them. Now up top, you'll have a few different buttons. These are your universal garage door buttons. These can drop the second row seats. And this button right here can open up the tailgate. And just behind your cup holders, you'll also have a very deep middle console. I mean, this goes all the way down. That almost fits my entire arm. It's a nice big square, so you can fit a lot of toys, a lot of snacks, especially the snacks you don't want them to have. And you'll also have this little shelf that you can take out if you want to, but you can store keys and other items as well. And of course, you'll have 2 additional USB-C and USB charging ports. Now, if you take your kids to daycare or to school, or you're in charge of the carpool, the remote start will definitely come in handy, especially as we get closer to wintertime. All you have to do is just make sure that it's locked and double click this button right here. And you can double click it again to turn it off. You can also double click this button to open up the entire tailgate, as well as close it. And let's say you or one of your kids forgot something in the car, you don't want to open the whole tailgate, you can click this button just underneath to open the glass. And if your hands are full, or maybe you're holding your youngest and you need to get to the tailgate, You can also simply kick underneath and the tailgate will lift open. An important note, your key fob must be on your person, so in your pocket or maybe in your book bag for this function to work. Much like the tailgate in the back, as long as you have the key fob on your person, so in your pocket, in your book bag, you can lock all 4 doors and unlock all 4 doors just like that. Now, if you want to know more about this specific 2024 GMC Yukon XL or any of our other 2024 GMC Yukon inventory, you can call us today at 314-272-4060 or check us out online at davesinclairbuickgmc.com.